Good morning, Janice. So, anyway, Asian-inspired dishes today. See? I'm going to have to take the hat off, though, because it's made of, I don't know, like wicker or rattan or something. And it's cute, don't get me wrong. Like I said, this is from the costume closet. My kids, this was a Halloween costume for 1 year. But it's poking me in the head. And so even though I'd like to be festive throughout the entire show, it's poking me in the head. Poking me. So the hat has to come off. Ugh, if I can get the hat off. We'll see if I can get the hat off. Oh. And so I had little ponytails. So today you have little ponytails on me. Isn't that goofy? And the fan is very beautiful, but it's my daughter's. And if I get food on the fan, bad things will happen. So the fan has to go bye-bye too. Bye-bye. Good morning, Denise. Okay. So I know that I'm always talking about quick, easy, and yummy. So if we're going to do sweet and sour chicken, you're going to say to me, but Cindy, the quickest way, hey Julie, good morning. The quickest way to do sweet and sour chicken is to do this. Hello, Chinese restaurant, can you please deliver some sweet and sour chicken? And yes, that is the easiest way to get sweet and sour chicken. The second easiest way to get sweet and sour chicken is to go to the grocery store and buy a bottle that says sweet and sour sauce. You certainly can do that. But I was just thinking, most of these ingredients you probably have at home, and you can actually see everything that goes in your sauce. So if you're concerned about that, or that's interesting for you, or you just want to try it out with kids or grandkids, I think this is a great thing. Good morning, Mary. It's so nice to see you. So we're going to start out today we're going to start with the sweet and sour chicken. Now, I'm going to show you what I used for the chicken, all right? I used a bag of breaded chicken. Now, this is honey battered breast tenders, but it doesn't matter. If you have breaded chicken nuggets, if you have breaded chicken strips, if you have breaded whatever, quite frankly, you can make sweet and sour chicken without it being breaded. This is just the traditional method. Now, if you want to get chicken and dip it and then fry it, power to you, baby. Power to you, baby. But for me, put these on a cookie sheet. I put on some parchment paper so I don't have to do, and just follow the package instructions. This says preheat to 450, put them on a baking sheet, heat 8 to 10 minutes. Done, I tell you. So if you're starting all this and you were cooking along and you had that, you would go ahead and preheat your oven. While that's preheating and you put them on a cookie sheet, then I would get out, hold on, I'm gonna start that. I would have a small-ish skillet. That's what I'm doing right now. And I put a tablespoon of oil in my small-ish skillet. You can't see it. It's over there. And I turned on the heat. This is what I chopped up. I chopped up one onion. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. That's the dragonfly pattern. That makes me happy. I chopped up one green bell pepper and one red bell pepper, okay? This is the size chunk that I did. You know, normally it's a little bigger when you get it from the Chinese restaurant. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, wholly up to you. You don't have a red one, just use the green one. You have a yellow one, use the yellow one. You don't like onions? Don't use the onions. See how easy this is? And so you don't have to pick it out of your food. Good morning, Danielle. Danielle, I wanted to tell you thank you for posting on the Wynwood Family Connections page. Our church delivered on all the women's doorsteps these little bags, and inside was a little gift, and it said Happy Mother's Day. And it was just so sweet. And so Danielle posted a thank you, which allowed me to just comment on and say it was really great and all of that. So thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. Anyway, so I've got my oil heating up. 1 tablespoon of oil in a skillet. I have 1 onion chopped up, 1 green bell pepper, and 1 red bell pepper. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm going to get my skillet. I'm going to bring it over here just so you can see me dump it in. Okay? All right, you ready? There's my skillet. Here's my onion that's going in. See, the oil is already hot. Then my green bell pepper going in. Going in. My red bell pepper going in. Going in. Now, I am going to get out, sorry, you think I'd know. I am going to put a little garlic in here. You don't have to, but I think everything is better with garlic. If you watched our show the other day where we made homemade roasted garlic, you can use that. You can use regular garlic. You can use a little garlic powder, or you don't want to use garlic, don't put any in at all. I'm almost done with my roasted garlic. You want to put a pinch of salt on here, maybe a pinch of pepper. Toss it around. See how you don't have to toss like this. You can use a spoon or a spatula. I'm going to put this back on the heat and let it start sauteing. After I put the salt on it. Okay. So now, we've preheated our oven. We've taken a cookie sheet and lined it with parchment paper and put our frozen bag of chicken, breaded chicken tenders, breaded chicken nuggets, breaded chicken bites, breaded chicken, whatever you have. Or you're trying to keep it light and you don't want breaded. You could use just regular chicken, right? You can just cut it up. I loved it. It was awesome. Good morning, Michelle. Good to see you. Hi, Sharon. Oh, Sharon is my aunt. She has this great garden. I'm so jealous. I want to go live there. She was pulling off tomatoes and snap peas and good. Michelle, that was so nice. Beautiful lady. Okay, so we preheated our oven. We got our cookie sheet. We lined it with parchment paper so we don't have to wash it. We put our breaded chicken on there, and now we've shoved it in the oven. While it was preheating, we chopped up an onion, a red bell pepper, a green bell pepper, put a tablespoon of oil in a skillet, dumped all that in there with a little salt and a little garlic, and it's sauteing now. Just want to give it a stir every now and then. That being said, we're going to need some rice. I was naughty. I made boil in the bag rice. Boil in a bag rice, okay? So that way you just bring water to boil. You just dump the bag in there and then poof. In like 3 minutes you have rice. You like brown rice? Use brown rice. You want to make rice the 20-minute method? That's fine too. Whatever floats your boat is good. I'm going to tell you, if you've never had cute hair, I had some Asian stuff on earlier. Hey, Bess, good morning. I'll come see you, Sharon, when I can get out of the house. Hey, Vicky, if you have never tried black rice, it is so good. The first time we had black rice, Cassie, my youngest, and I were in Washington, D.C. on our birthday trip, because she and I share the same birthday. And so my father, me, and my youngest daughter all have the exact same birthday. We were all born on the same day. So 3 generations, my dad, me, and my youngest daughter. So there you go. So for years I had a Barbie cake, or a cartoon cake for my birthday. But there you go. Anyway, so we were on our birthday trip in Washington, and we ate several places. She likes those bowls. What are they called? I don't know. Bowls. Gosh, I can't think of the name of them. Anyway, in Washington, D.C., they're on every street corner. And so you go in and you pick what kind of rice you want, and you pick what kind of protein you want, like shrimp or salmon or tuna or chicken or whatever, and then your veggies. And they were very good. But the black rice was to die for. It's very nutty. And I actually got it at the grocery store. So that's wild. Poke bowls, that's what they're called. Poke bowls, I know. How cool is that? I know, 3 birthdays on the same day. No, poke bowls, P-O-K-E, poke bowls, not a K. Yeah, no, not this. Anyway, so we have our rice. You make enough rice to feed your family. I just did one bag right now because it's, way early in the morning for me to be cooking dinner, but there you go. Okay, so 1 bowl of rice. There you go. I'm going to set that aside. Our peppers and onions are cooking, so now we need to start, and now we've put our chicken in the oven. We got to start on our sauce. This is just a medium saucepan. I really like this. This is a new set I got because, when Philip moved into the townhouse, I had to give him my other set of pots and pans. So this is just the Rachel Ray, but it has this cool shape. I think this shape is really cool. I've never seen it before. Anyway, there we go. So here's our recipe for sweet and sour sauce. I think you probably have all of the things that I'm gonna use at your house. The only thing you might not have is cornstarch. I don't know if everybody keeps cornstarch at their house. Hey Sherilyn, good morning. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So here's my box of cornstarch, so you can see what it looks like. What you normally use cornstarch is, it's a thickener. It's like for gravy, if you were gonna make gravy. Okay, so I'm gonna put a tablespoon of cornstarch. It's kind of sticky too. It's not like flour where it just all comes out. It's kind of sticky. Okay, there we go. I got it all in there. Now we're gonna use a 1/4 cup of water. 1/4 cup of water. I just put it in one of these little bowls. When I cook, I know you think, oh, look at all the little bowls. What a mess. Except, I'm gonna put the water in here and then I'm gonna whisk it. Okay, because I'm gonna try, it looks like flour water is what it looks like. But I'm just gonna try to get any of the little things of powder mixed up. So now it just looks like milk. It just looks like milk. Can you see? Can you see? Okay, so it just looks like milk. I've set everything out because one, when I go to start the recipe, then I just dump. And you know my thing about dump. The other thing is I am ensuring that I have all of my ingredients. There's nothing worse than you're like, oh, I have a hankering for whatever it is. And you go to start, or you see this recipe and you go, oh, surely I have all that. And then you go to get the ketchup and you realize that the ketchup bottle is halfway empty and you don't have enough, right? And so now you can't make it. Or you ran out of soy sauce the last time and somebody didn't tell you. So this way, all of your ingredients are set out and you know what you need and what you have. Hey, Catherine. Uh-oh, coming in late. Good morning, Sherilyn. It's okay. Linda, good morning, friend. All right, so we have our tablespoon of cornstarch and our 1/4 cup of water. That's what went in there. Now I'm gonna use a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. Now you're gonna say, really? I would assume that you would use rice wine vinegar. You certainly can. They have a very similar taste. If you want a little more of an Asian feel, you certainly could use rice wine vinegar. But more people have apple cider vinegar in their house than they do rice wine. So that's why I wanted to use that. Our next ingredient is a 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. Now remember, in the past, we've cooked a lot with brown sugar. We've talked about the differences between light brown sugar and dark brown sugar. And the difference is the dark brown sugar has a lot more molasses in it. The brown sugar, what makes it brown, is molasses. So the dark brown has a lot more molasses, and that way it has a kind of a deeper taste, a lot sweeter. So this recipe calls for light brown sugar. Now what would happen if you use dark brown sugar? I'm not exactly certain, because it calls for light brown sugar, and so that's what I've used. So 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar. When you're, again, another thing, this isn't like flour or granulated sugar where you dip it in the container and you do one of those and in you go. Or you're just willy-nilly going, la, 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 right? When you're packing something like brown sugar, you need to pretend like you're on the beach. Oh, let's pretend we're on the beach. Can we do that? Let's pretend we're on the beach. We're on the beach, kick off your shoes, and let's be on the beach. And you're making a sandcastle, okay? So you want to pack the brown sugar in your measuring cup really tight so that when it dumps out, it looks like you're making a sandcastle. You see, like the base of one of my sandcastles. So there you go. So now we're going to put our clump in there. So that's a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, okay? Then I'm going to break up my brown sugar a little bit. We're using a whisk because that's going to help break things up a little easier. All right. The next ingredient, you're gonna roll your eyes and say, but Cindy, that certainly cannot be in an Asian dish. It has twice the amount of molasses in it. Yes, Susan, that's what I said. But you're right. Okay, so we're whisking up what we got. The next one is gonna freak you out, and I know it's gonna freak you out. This ingredient you will find a lot more in American recipes for a sweet and sour sauce than you will in a traditional Asian recipe. And the reason is because we're looking for a certain color as Americans and a certain sweetness. and the vinegar. And so, freaking you out, but this is the next recipe or ingredient. 1/4 of a cup of ketchup or catsup. I don't know what you buy. Do you buy ketchup or catsup? Whatever you buy, it's 1/4 of a cup. So that's what we're gonna put in next. I know you're like, ketchup? Ketchup in sweet and sour sauce? But yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we're gonna whisk that in. Okay, all my little bowls. I've made a big old mess. The last ingredient. You ready for the last ingredient? This one you will expect, because it's an Asian dish. We're gonna use 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Now, you can use light soy sauce or regular soy sauce, wholly up to you. I only had regular Tub-O soy sauce that, you know, is one of those big box store purchases. Because there for a while, my youngest loves fried rice, and she'll do the boil in the bag rice and, you know, do the egg and the soy sauce and poof, and so she's done. Okay, so now it's really kind of a dark color. That soy sauce darkened it up so it's not as red as you would expect. If you use a lighter soy sauce, obviously it'll be a little bit more red. This is gonna go on top of the stove, and we're gonna simmer it. And you need to keep whisking it, right? You don't need to stand over it the whole time, but you know, you do need to whisk it fairly consistently. It only takes about 5 minutes. Medium-high heat. We're gonna bring this to a simmer, and we're waiting for it to thicken up. It's not gonna thicken totally up, but it's gonna thicken up quite a bit. As it cools, it will thicken even more, okay? So, about 5 minutes, medium to high heat. I'm gonna stick this on the stove right now. Okay. Now, you can see the peppers and onions, garlic, are all sauteed. There was just a little salt that I put on top, all sauteed. Yum, yum. Okay, so our chicken has, can I put this on the hot? Yeah, I can put this on the hot. Our chicken is done. So now, here's what I would do. Wholly up to you on how you want to serve this, okay? I've got my rice here, and so some people like the sweet and sour sauce all over the food. Like the meat is tossed in the sweet and sour sauce. And you certainly can do that. How do you do that? You're just gonna put your chicken in a bowl as it comes out, pour some sweet and sour sauce, and then just give it a shake, you know, a toss. Or you can get a spatula and kind of toss it like that until all the meat is covered. You wanna do that right as it comes out of the oven. One of the many things I've learned on this, there you go. Hey Kelly, good morning. Mise en place, yes, that is what it's called. I find the sauce changes color slightly when it's thick. It does, you are correct, Susan. Anyway, so how you plate this up is wholly up to you. Others like the sweet and sour sauce on the side, and they like to drizzle an appropriate amount on. Wholly up to you. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our rice, you see our rice? And this is just one of the boil in the bags. I'm gonna put in, this would be for my whole meal, not just this little one. So I'm gonna add some some bell peppers, right? I'm gonna give this a little stir, because you don't want your, and again, like I said, you could make fried rice. I was just being lazy, and so this is easier for me, right? Do I want more? No, that's good. I like those perfect bites, so that every bite that I taste has pepper and onion and rice, and I'm gonna put just a little bit more. Okay, so this is all I've done. I just did a boil in a bag rice, sauteed, yellow or green bell pepper, red bell pepper, onion, garlic, in a little oil with a tablespoon, with a dash of salt. Okay, so there's my boil in a bag rice with the. Now that looks great, and quite frankly, I could have this for lunch. This is good enough for me, just like it is. Okay, I'm glad you like your Saturday with Cindy's Kitchen. All right, so that can be fine, just like it is. But you want to add some chicken. So let me get my chicken. All right, so on the chicken, like I said, We just put it on the cookie sheet. You see the chicken? These are, I use tenders. They're chicken breast tenders. And so I just baked those in the oven. You could chop those up so it's smaller bite-sized pieces, or you can leave them whole and just set them in here. I'm gonna kind of artfully arrange, because I think I need, for this size bowl, I think I need 5. There we go. All right, I'm gonna set this over here. But of course, you can have everything set out and let everybody else fix their plate according to they want. All right, so now we have our rice and our chicken. And you're like, but we need sauce. We need sauce. Well, has it been 5 minutes yet? I don't think it has. Kathy, good morning. Yummy rice, I know. And we have a lot of people that don't like meat. You could do this recipe. You could saute some tofu if you wanted. You could just increase the vegetables. My friend Kat, I don't see my friend Kat on this morning, but she doesn't like meat. You could include, so remember I told you my aunt's garden had sugar snap peas? You could saute some sugar snap peas. You could add some edamame in here. The soybeans, the frozen food section sells them already shelled. So you could saute that as you're sauteing your peppers and onions. There's all kinds, you could put squash in here, anything your little heart desires, you could cut up and saute and mix this with rice and make it a totally vegetarian meal. So if that's where you are right now, awesome. If you didn't want the chicken, there's all kinds of other stuff you can add. And you don't have to use the breaded, like I said. If you're trying to count calories or something and the breading is bad for you, or, well, if there's gluten, you got a problem with the rice too. So, but you certainly could dice up some chicken, right? Just regular chicken with no breading, dice that up and cook that and use that. You can use tuna. You can use, anything. That's the versatility of this rice bowl when we get done. Although mine's kind of square. Diced carrots, peas, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Okay, I think our sauce should be almost done, so I'm gonna go get my sauce. Hold on. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, now, mine's a little darker, and that's because of the soy sauce. Because the soy sauce, oh, I inhaled. The longer that you have soy sauce, the darker it gets. Which doesn't bother me, because the flavor gets more intense. So this almost looks like a brownish color. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a spoon, and I'm gonna take my sauce, and this will thicken up as it cools. So as this sauce cools, it's gonna thicken even more. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna drizzle this sauce all over my bowl. Yum. I wanna make sure I get enough sauce. Oh, you're jealous. I know you're jealous. Okay, I wanna make sure it's all over my chicken so that when I give it a big stir, it's over everything. Okay, so you can see how much it's thickened up. Can you see that as I pour it? And as it sets, as it cools down, it's gonna get much thicker. You can put that sauce in a container and keep it in your refrigerator for up to a week. And then when you wanna use it, you can use it as a dipping sauce, or you can use it as your meal. So there you go. What do you think? Is that beautiful or what? I love this. If you like sesame seeds, you could, there's no gluten in rice. Oh, it's in the flour for the breading, that's right. Anyway, so there we go. What do you think of that? You like that? Thumbs up and some hearts. Show me some love. If you wanted to, like again, I've got 2 different kinds of sesame seeds. I've just got plain old sesame seeds. These are Japanese, I know I'm mixing Chinese food and Japanese food, but this is Japanese inspired sesame seaweed. So it has sesame seeds and seaweed in it. And so I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that. That'll just give me another layer of flavor. Whoops. And it's got black sesame seeds and white ones. And so I'll show you what that looks like. There we go. So then we've just added another little layer. Yum! Isn't that awesome? Yum, yum, yum. That's your food lineup for next week. It was really easy, wasn't it? My friend Joanne's on. Hello, Joanne. Good to see you. Okay, you'll have to go back, Joanne, because we made yummy sweet and sour chicken this morning. Good morning, Beverly. All right, so now we're gonna put this out of the way. I'm gonna move my skillet. And I'm just gonna set this to the side. Now the next thing we're gonna make is the Bang Bang Shrimp. I know, it's a fun day, isn't it? And so, you know, I'm gonna tell her to play a song. And I may get in trouble, but I don't care. Because you have to sing the song. We gotta sing for a little bit. So if your girl is listening, she's gonna talk. You ready? Alexa, play Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Then she's gonna tell you where it's from and who the composer is, but I don't care. We're gonna turn it up loud and we're gonna sing. Bang, bang. There's talking first. Can you hear it? What's it saying? Chitty bang bang. I love this show. Chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. We love you. Sing along. Chitty. I don't own the rights to this song. It's a parody. Our friend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Our friend. Okay, enough of that. Did you sing? Was it fun? It's like Saturday morning cartoons all over again. So fun. I love that show. It was my favorite show. And you know, it only came on one time a year and I had to make sure I was watching it. I love that show. Anyway, so when I thought about making Bang Bang Shrimp, the first thing was, no. The first thing I thought of was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So there you go. We sang and we danced this morning. To make the Bang Bang Shrimp, this is a Thai-inspired dish. So the sweet and sour was a traditional Chinese that you find in a Chinese restaurant. But Bang Bang Shrimp is more of a, I know, dinner and a show. Pretty funny, huh, Kelly? Good morning, sissy. Good to see you. So much fun. It's a Thai-inspired. Didn't hear the talking. Dick Van Dyke and yes, Angela Lansbury, but she wasn't in there. Was she? No, she's not in there. But Dick Van Dyke was. I can't remember the name of the girl. I can sing all the songs, all of them. I love them. Anyway, so we're gonna start. Thai-inspired dish. So remember, when we start out, we need some shrimp. And I was lazy, because remember, it has to be quick, easy, and yummy. So remember, on the sweet and sour chicken, I used just a bag of breaded chicken tenders. So for this, I'm doing crunchy shrimp. Oh, connection available. Oh, we lost everybody. I think we lost everybody. Boo. I'm going to give it a second. My thing said low internet connection. I'm so sorry. Mickey, hello. Broadcast interrupted. There we go. Are we back? Are we back? I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened with the internet connection. I do live in an older neighborhood, so maybe that's it. Or maybe it's Saturday morning and everybody's on the internet. I don't know. I'm so sorry if I lost you guys, but we are back. So I'm just going to recap what I was saying because it said recording, but I'm just going to recap and go back over what I said whilst it was interrupted. Yay. Okay, back. We're back. Okay, good. Donna's back, Sherilyn's back, Sally's back, Vicky's back, Jessica's back. Okay. Stay there, Vicky, Deb, back. Okay. So sorry. Maybe it's because I live in an older neighborhood. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and recap because I kept talking while I was recording. But there you go. All right. So, this is my shrimp. I just got the bag. They're crunchy butterfly shrimp. They're already breaded. They're really already cooked. All you have to do is heat them up and brown them. So, package instructions, whatever yours say. Mine say preheat the oven to 450 degrees. I put the shrimp on a baking sheet with parchment paper. Not much cleaning that way. And you're back. I know. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Again, must be my neighborhood. So after you cook them, then that's what they look like. Breaded, browned shrimp. Yum. Good enough just to eat just like that. But we're making bang bang. Maybe it was because I played Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And I sang and I was silly. Maybe that was it. I don't know. All right, so you got your bowl. Other than our shrimp, we only need 3 ingredients. 3 ingredients, you say? Yes. And not your gun. You don't need to go bang bang. We don't need that. All right, we need 3/4 of a cup. Where is it? Oh, all my stuff is over here. 3/4 of a cup of Sriracha mayo. Sriracha mayo. Now, if you don't have Sriracha mayo, I need to make sure, see, it's not even open yet. If you don't have Sriracha mayo, okay, don't you hate when the ones, hold on, I gotta do this. There we go. If you don't have Sriracha mayo, but you have Sriracha sauce, because maybe for whatever reason your grocery store doesn't sell Sriracha mayo, but you can find Sriracha sauce, you can use a 1/2 cup of regular mayo and a 1/4 cup of Sriracha sauce. So that's what you can do if you don't have Sriracha mayo, okay? But I have Sriracha mayo. So I'm gonna use 3/4 of a cup, but I don't have a 3/4 of a cup measuring doodah, so I'm just using my 1/4 of a cup 3 times, okay? So, except I gotta squeeze, go in there. You know what? This will take me forever. Hold on. Let me get this out of here. I should have just done the cup one. Because if I had done the cup one, watch this. I know what 3/4 of a cup looks like. There we go. Coming out like that. That's 3/4 of a cup. All right. You measure. Okay. 3/4 of a cup of Sriracha mayo or a 1/2 cup of mayo and a 1/4 of a cup of Sriracha sauce. Whatever you have, okay? Hey, Lee, how are you? Our next ingredient is one you may not have, but oh, you should put this in your house. And this is a Thai sweet chili sauce. This stuff is to die for. It's got garlic and chilies and vinegar and what else? All kinds of good stuff. Yummy, yummy stuff. You could use this on your shrimp and it would be lovely. But then it would be Thai sweet chili shrimp and not bang bang shrimp. Okay? Measuring spoon. Here we go. We need 2 tablespoons of this. So, I got my tablespoon. And I'm actually going to try to measure. There we go. 1. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It looks like jelly. Yum. Okay. Sweet Thai chili sauce. I was gonna lick it, but then I decided better. And then we need, oh, right in front of me, 1 tablespoon of honey. Now everybody says that local honey is better for you. This one was made somewhere in Texas, so I'm going close. I know, doesn't it smell good? Yum. Hey Nancy, Kelly, your favorite sauce ever. I know, and I think a lot of people don't know about it. The Thai sweet chili sauce. It is so good on so many things. Okay, so we're gonna need a tablespoon of honey, okay? Tablespoon of the squeezy honey. If you have a Bear honey, you can do that. If you have local honey, you can do that. I'm just gonna make sure I get all the honey out of there. Is all that honey out of there? Yes, yes, it's so yummy. Okay, so just to recap, a few ingredients. 3/4 of a cup, and I'm gonna use my whisk, and I'm gonna whisk this together. 3/4 of a cup of Sriracha mayo. If you do not have Sriracha mayo, 1/2 cup of regular mayonnaise, and 1/4 of a cup of Sriracha sauce. Okay? Then we put in 2 tablespoons of Thai, the sweet chili sauce, Thai sweet chili sauce, and 1 tablespoon of honey. And that's it. See? There we go. Now, remember we did our shrimp, okay? I'm gonna get just a metal bowl, a little bigger than this one. And I'm gonna show you how I would toss them. You don't necessarily have to toss. You certainly could plate the shrimp up and do a drizzle across the shrimp. Not enough sauce if you ask me. But I'm gonna use this kind of a large metal bowl. And I just cooked, because it's so early this morning, I just cooked 8 shrimp just so that we could see what it looks like. The nice thing about this stuff is once you make the sauce, it's good in the refrigerator for a week. If you live alone or there's just 2 of you, you can make as many shrimp or as you want to eat. Same with the sweet and sour chicken, right? Local honey is good for you if you have allergies. There you go. Is it in the Asian section of the store? Yes, it is. It is. Good morning, Nancy. Okay, so now I have my shrimp in here. So the next thing is you're gonna put some of your bang bang sauce on there. As much or as little as you want, right? And then you're just gonna give them a toss. It's kind of like if you were at the wing place. Do you see this is how they do it at the, woo! The shrimp flew out. Just give it a toss and that coats it. If you say, oh, come on, Cindy, I'm not tossing that. Take your spatula, invite everybody to the party. I'm gonna get a plate or a bowl of some sorts just so I can show this to you. Okay, so they're all coated with the yummy sauce. You may say, that's too many. There's no such thing as too many. We used all of our rice in our sweet and sour dish, so I don't have any rice, which doesn't bother me. You can, once these are done, you can boil up some noodles, like spaghetti or an Asian noodle or any kind of pasta that you have. You can boil up the pasta and serve the bang bang shrimp over pasta. And then you can use a little bit more of the sauce on the pasta. You can do rice, just like we did, and serve it with rice. If you want to do the onions and the peppers, you could do that. You want some like wide egg noodles, you can use wide egg noodles and serve this, any kind of pasta. It's all good. And then here's your bang bang shrimp. Now I didn't taste the other, I will, but I have to taste one of these. It's sweet. It's spicy. And it's crunchy, because the shrimp are crunchy. Oh my gosh, so good. You're gonna love this. It's not so spicy that you're going, woo! There's just a little bit of heat that hits the back of your tongue, the back of your throat. The other thing we had, well, I'm gonna use my fingers, I bet. Hold on. Look at my fingers all over the place. So this was our sweet and sour chicken that we made, and we used store already frozen food, chicken tenders. I'm gonna take a bite. That is a great sweet and sour sauce. And then we've got our rice and our peppers in there. I'm gonna set that there. Dang, I need coffee, it's so good. Okay. coffee down the wrong pipe. Can you make it so it's not so spicy? Sure. Maybe on the bang bang sauce, when you're using, if you don't want to use sriracha mayo and you're using the sriracha sauce with the mayo, instead of using a 1/4 cup, just use 1 tablespoon. That'll ease up on some of the heat because some of the heat comes from the sriracha sauce. You can ease up on the chili sauce, but really this isn't that hot. So if I was gonna ease up something, I would ease up on the sriracha. So that's an option there too. Or if you're gonna use the sriracha mayo, then just add a little bit more mayo, right? And then that'll thin it down a little bit. Chicken adobe at my friend's house. She's Hawaiian and makes some unique dishes. Oh, that sounds good. Rice noodles with shrimp in the middle would be a good presentation. Yes. There you go. So anyway, we have our sweet and sour chicken that we made, and we have our bang bang shrimp that you can serve over whatever you want. I think this was fun today. 2 Asian inspired dishes, one kind of more Chinese-ish, the other more Thai. I will say that, here, see, this was the hat if you came on late. This was my presentation earlier. I did Asian inspired because this was a costume out of the costume closet. Anyway, but the hat pokes me in the head, so I'm not using that. Anyway, so we finished these 2. I promise that these will be in the comments in just a little bit as soon as we finish our live. Don't forget, if you haven't already, the address is posted on Cindy's Kitchen Facebook page. But please, please, please go to our YouTube channel. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll be able to see more recipes. Go back and rewatch some of the videos. And the recipes are much easier to find. We're loading more videos every day. So I don't know how many's on there yet. But we've got more and more coming all the time. Okay? Thanks, Denise. You guys have an awesome day from my kitchen to your kitchen. Have a little Asian-inspired dinner for your family. Even if you don't go out, it's all order in tonight. You guys have a lovely day. Remember, tomorrow's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. No cooking tomorrow. Somebody better get me some food. I'm not cooking tomorrow. You have a great day, and I will see you again on Monday at 11. See you then. Bye.